The microphone's working and on and everything.
I don't know, say something.
Hello. So we good?
We're good.
Hi guys. So today, Zach's behind the camera because we don't have a tripod, but we are going to be starting some seeds. I was iffy on whether we were going to do a garden or not because with the remodel and everything like that, I thought that it would be too much work, but I didn't think that we were going to have the time. We're just going to start these seeds and we'll see how it goes, and we'll do the absolute best we can with gardening this year. Today, we are going to be starting some tomatoes. So I'm going to do 3 of these beefsteak tomatoes. These are just seeds that we bought online. And then I'm getting these ones here, which are the Valley Green. And then these are St. Pierre tomatoes. These are from Baker Creek. Recommendation of this place from Roots and Refuge. Heard nothing but good things, so we bought some. And then these are a German lunchbox. I'm not a huge fan of like gigantic tomatoes, so we're more into this size where we can like can them and stuff. We're also gonna do some broccoli. We're gonna do peppers and eggplant right now. So the reason that we're starting the seeds when we are and which ones we're choosing to do is because I got this Clyde's Garden Planner. This was a recommendation from Roots and Refuge, and we got their version of it, which is really cute and fun. And basically, you slide this red line right here to your estimated last frost date, and then it tells you what to plant and when to start things inside. The SI is start inside, FP is first planting date, and then it also talks about your approximate harvest dates as well. And then if you slide it down here, it talks about planting depths and distance between things. It's really, really handy. It has lots of different information on it. It also talks about produce yield pounds per 10-foot row. It talks to you about everything, which is pretty cool. So our estimated last frost date is around the 19th to 30th of April. It's really hard to say. We don't know. We kind of have a short growing season here in Washington. We're in zone 7B, I think, pretty sure. We're gonna start tomatoes now because basically when I slid this to the 19th of April as our last frost date, it said start indoors for tomatoes and peppers now. So that's what we're gonna do. We're a little late on some of it, a little early on some of it. So we're just gonna do our best and try not to overthink it, and hopefully we get tomatoes. So very early indoors, which we did not do.
We didn't do that.
Or direct seed outdoors 2 to 4 weeks ahead of last frost date. We're not ready to direct sow it, so I'm just gonna sow it very early indoors.
Sow it, baby. Get real sowy.
Broccoli seed, what do you look like, you precious angel? Oh yeah, I knew that. We literally have a ton of them. Broccoli sprouts, and we didn't need to buy these.
Oh. True.
How many broccolis should we do?
I don't know. You eat the whole plant of broccoli, right?
Does it only, no, it doesn't grow just one, does it?
I don't know. I've never grown broccoli. That's kind of sad.
Why?
Because I don't know how
You don't know how broccoli grows?
Broccoli, bro. I don't even like broccoli, if I'm being honest.
Neither do I, really.
So just do however
3.
many you just did, and
3.
don't do any more, please.
Okay. Okay, these are gonna be jalapenos. But the thing is about these is we just took these out of a jalapeno in the kitchen.
So we're not sure if they're gonna grow, and they're not like special or organic or anything.
These are just straight out of a jalapeno.
Yeah, they're just from the store. Just use some of the seeds. Did the same thing. I did the same thing last year with green peppers.
You're insufferable today. Everyone's gonna unsubscribe after this.
Do it.
No, please don't. Habanero. We're doing
What does it look like?
bell pepper.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with lettuce, guys. I am a little iffy on it. I've seen everyone else direct sow it, but it says here, sow in thick bands for baby greens or spaced further apart for head lettuce. And then on my thing, it says you can start indoors. So I'm just gonna
Try to put like 1 seed per.
rotate. 1 seed per. Rosemary.
Oh.
For tiny user. I literally can't even see them dropping. They're like the smallest seeds I've ever.
Yeah.
Look how tiny these seeds are. Alright, Basil, how tiny are your seeds?
Basils are like relatively decent.
Oh, yeah?
Relatively decent.
You think so?
For one or for both?
I don't know. I don't know how many you're supposed to do.
I don't know, me either. I think I'm gonna do 4 or 5 each.
Okay.
So I'll do like half of this each. I'm really good at this, guys.
You don't have to be.
Dude, seeds are pretty amazing.
They really are.
All they need is a little bit of water, and then they're just like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Literally. That's all it takes.
Yeah, 3x5. We can do 2 3x5s.
Yeah.
It's dead. Let me wait for it to focus. Oh my God, those are living in my house. This is not our kitty. But he comes here and eats and thinks he's ours. He visits everybody's house and everyone in the neighborhood knows him. We're all on a texting basis with their owners. He's a very good boy. Except for he bit me like 2.5 minutes ago. Look at his curly ears.
Douglas, he's a very good guy.
Over there. Big majestic mom.
Go, please.
This is our boy. Dee Dee. What a very good boy.
He's so slinky.
He is such a slink.
He's so like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he only eats here, because he disappears for like days at a time.
Not anymore.
No, not really. Because we have cans.
Yeah. Boys always choose cans. Get his belly. Get his belly.
Doug hasn't left either since we...
Oh my gosh. What an absolute guy. He loves belly rubbings.
Look at this. Full belly pets, nothing but love.
I don't think he has anything but love in there.
Don't lay on that bee, Dee Dee.
Beady, look at him.
What are you doing, silly boy?
I love this about him.
Mm-hmm. You can just pick him up and he's a little shelf boy.
He's a little flopper.
Oh my gosh.
He just leans.
He's happy. What are you doing, Deedle? Just hanging out, or? Oh my gosh. Be a little garden girl? Oh my goodness. What a beautiful mommy. Oh. Alright. Need about 4 more bags of soil for this one. And then we need to amend the soil in last year's
We can
ones.
probably just do that with the fish fertilizer.
Yeah, we need to probably get some fertilizer going in these. And this one, we need to remove the big fat mom. And then also these guys, just amend the soil, make sure that it's nice and healthy by putting some compost in it. This guy needs some more soil, and then we're gonna kind of clear out some of these guys. We've got some that were empty from last year, here. So basically we're gonna take the strawberries from last year and we're going to put them in hanging baskets in front of our house. I think we'll be able to put 2 plants in each basket, likely. I think we have 4 strawberries. Strawberries grow really well like hanging, I think, from what I've seen, because they sell them that way at Home Depot and stuff. And yeah, because I found that when they're on the ground here, they're just covered in slugs and snails and stuff like that. So it'll be really good to get them up off the ground. We'll be more likely to eat them. Oh, that's a hobo. You guys see him? Oh yeah, you see him. Oh God. We're making, this was Zach's idea. We had a chair that we bought from Amazon that completely fell apart. They were such pieces of crap.
Don't buy furniture on Amazon.
Yeah, don't buy furniture on Amazon. Everything we've ever bought's been terrible, honestly. However, repurposing the frame of it, because why not? If you flip it upside down, it's quite a bit more stable. And if we're putting pieces of wood on the side of the chair frame, we can create a planter box out of it. So, yeah. Good job, Zach.
It's better than spending more money on stuff to put dirt in. Still Taco Bell.
Don't eat Taco Bell for lunch and then try to build garden beds, guys.
Just don't eat Taco Bell.
Yeah, true.
It's so bad for you.
True. Ow!
My goodness.
I stabbed the shit out of myself.
You okay?
Would it be a day working with me if I didn't stab the shit out of myself?
How'd you do it?
Another one bites the dust. Oh my gosh. He's so silly. He's so silly. Look how many kitties. 1, 2, 3, 4. My goodness. Guys, as we make these beautiful masterpieces, we discovered, imagine if we decided to build our own house. Just imagine it.
Imagine how good it would look.
Just imagine like that every time our friends come over, we're like, oh no, don't take off your shoes. You're gonna get some slivers. No, don't, careful of the doorway. It's gonna catch your sweater. Like everything that we have ever made with wood, where we think like, yeah, we can do it. We can build our own house.
We're making it with no knowledge.
No tools, salvaged wood.
We had to just go buy a saw today because the one we had was like, I don't know, one of the first like circular saws ever made, and it burned up. Like the motor just caught on fire almost.
I watch videos of people on YouTube and they're like building their own house and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I can so do that. And then literally our garden bed is the least square thing I've ever seen in my life. And like there's screws poking out everywhere. Everything looks so handmade. Just imagine that house, you guys. Imagine what it would look like.
I mean, it should only take one, but...
No, I shouldn't. You couldn't do it.
I was doing it with my left hand.
Mm-hmm, okay, sure.
Left hand's a real flingle.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah.
Look at that. Good thinking, Zach. 17th of April, and what are we doing?
We are going to be planting some cilantro in this big guy. We're going to plant the whole thing as cilantro because we use a ton of cilantro. And then in these, we're going to plant some catnip for our kitties.
Belly. 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 Yeah, she's Belly. You're not supposed to put it in the middle?
What?
You're not supposed to put it in the middle?
We'll put multiple rows.
Oh.
2 rows. Just like You're actually supposed to plant these in really early spring, like really early, right after your last frost, or plant them in fall because they'll bolt.
These are slow boat, hopefully they are not.
Even the slow bolt ones I watched. Solange done.
Now catnip.
Oh,
Do a little situation like that. So these are hanging baskets that we bought last year with flowers in them, but they are
they're supposed
dead.
to be, what do you call them?
Perennial.
Perennial. We didn't water them and take care of them or trim them back or anything for the winter.
And they're incredibly
They did.
dead. So what we're gonna do is actually put our strawberries in these. We're actually gonna take the strawberries that are over there in those pots and put them in here. And then we'll have hanging basket strawberries and they'll be less likely to get totally annihilated by slugs and snails. Hi, my baby. Hi, my tiny little boy. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hi. Hi. Mommy's right here. Hi. Hi, sweetie. I don't think you're gonna overdo it. Everyone that I've seen says that
Overplanting is better?
is better, yeah, because it's just puny losersville if you just do not enough. Come on, guys. So here are our starts. You guys watched us start these guys probably about a month and a half ago, and here we are. Everybody looks good.
Yeah, we gotta figure out which ones we're gonna plant in. We're gonna plant 6 in this bed.
We can just do all St. Pierre in here
Okay.
because those are all Baker Creek.
Yeah.
And I want to give those the best chance.
And you, sir? And one for you.
Yeah, that's the right way to plant them. Because they like to be 22-inch spaced, I believe.
We can plant radishes in between.
Sure.
Just remove some of the smaller leaves. You don't really, you think you don't want to, but it's actually something you do want to do. But if I had garden shears, I'd probably be using that. Oh, there's 2 plants in here. I just noticed. What do you want to do about that?
Quite a few. They all have 2. Almost. Does that matter?
Yeah, they're gonna crowd each other.
Can you separate them? Are they grown together? Well, then just plant it and we'll figure it out later.
You want to make sure to plant a little bit of the stem.
Okay, no,
I
just
think
there you go.
is what we did last year.
That's what I've seen a lot of other people say.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll go with that.
Just trust their opinions, you know.
Let's just trust it.
The worst that can happen is we just figure it out and do better next year.
Exactly.
These have been outside hardening for at least a week and a half.
Yeah, like a week and a half.
You need to let them sit outside for a certain amount of time beforehand, because if you just transition them from indoor to directly planting them, they won't be hardened, meaning like they won't be able to handle the coolness of the night. They'll just wilt.
From the full sun or from the wind maybe, or yeah, like the elements will just kill them.
Yeah, so you really have to take them outside and like give them a couple of hours each day in the beginning and then slowly start.
Unless you started them outside.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't. I think a lot of people start inside.
Yeah.
So this is where we had our tomatoes last year, and they did have some disease. It wasn't terrible, but I always have heard that you don't want to plant tomatoes or any plant in with where a diseased previous plant was. So like, since we had blossom end rot and stuff on these guys, we don't want to use the same soil and everything for new tomatoes. So we put all our tomatoes over here, brand new bed. There won't be any problems with this soil. But for this stuff, we're going to add some new fresh soil and kind of amend it. And we're gonna put our butter crunch lettuce in here. So pretty.
You look pretty.
Thanks. This is pretty like dark soil. Composty. Butter crunch. Some of them like totally stunted.
They got stepped on by Belly and then Doug and then
Oh yeah, Belly.
they just like, yeah, they were just getting bashed around by idiots.
They really were. Getting bashed around by idiots. 4 for yours, 4 for mine.
Jalapenos.
Yeah, this is a smart choice. Glad I thought of it.
Probably plant more in between.
We could do radish too.
Well, I'm gonna do a ton of radish.
We have a fuck ton of radish
I
seeds from
know.
last year because we got our own seeds.
I'm gonna do like a lot in this bed.
This was
Jalapeno.
holla.
Ovals.
Ah! There's a big one. Sorry, scared the shit out of me. See him?
Yeah.
Ew. This thing is beautiful. Look at that thing. Poke him a little bit. Don't hurt him though.
Come on, get out of there. Yeah. Come on now, boy.
No,
Come
no,
on,
no.
Bubba.
Get up, out.
Up and out.
Up and out, but not in the house.
Yep. Go ahead.
I know I'm such a baby with shit like that, but yeah.
No, they're creepy. I think almost everyone would agree with you. How far apart do you have to plant these?
I'm not sure.
Should we look it up? Is there cauliflower?
Yeah. Doug did knock all of these over. He's this neighborhood cat we have around here, and he does not live here, and we put them outside to harden, and one day he jumped on top of all of them and knocked every single plant over and all their dirt and everything, so it was really fun.
When in doubt, just blame Doug. Honestly.
True.
Like, the reason why our garden sucked was because fucking Doug.
Doug, dude, he came over unannounced yet again, ate all our food.
He ate all our vegetables.
All right, now what? These are all eggplants right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see we've got a thriver, and then we've got 2 that idiot Doug knocked over.
They actually, this one wasn't Doug. These, like, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, they didn't germinate.
Yeah, these didn't germinate for a really long time, for whatever reason, and now they're all germinating at once, and they're barely like started. So this one is the one that germinated when we planted everything, and it's like healthy. Where's your roots, little buddy?
Doesn't have any. He's not even a plant yet.
Come on, become a plant.
go. So we're gonna have to build some more beds because I planted too many tomatoes.
Come on, Mommy. What? What do you want?
Oh, honey. Hey, Mimi, what are you doing up there? You wanna come down? Oh, she is a crazy mountain mama. Oh my gosh. Got it. Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna take a couple out of each of these jars. I think I just overplanted them. And then I made 3 more jars. And I made this one pretty cool. You can't really tell. But those are, our friend Elsa Ray made these. Little wood stickers. And I thought it would be cool. It's a, what is this? Salsa jar, I think?
You're so cute.
That would be cute.
You're cute.
Cute. I thought it'd be cute.
I thought it'd be cute.
I meant to say cool, but Chrissy's hyping
Shut
me up.
up.
She's over here hyping me, so.
Calling you cute? Well, you're cute.
You love your husband?
Yes.
You love your husband.
Be gentle with him, don't break him.
I know, I'm trying.
Good job.
Okay. I'm gonna plant 2 in each, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Cute.
One low.
Maybe middle guy there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave 4 in this one. I probably shouldn't. Probably should just leave 1 in each, but I really don't want to kill them. I'm not gonna. And you can't make me. So, suck on that, YouTube. And there's probably a right way to do this.
Shut up.
And I don't care. Yeah, exactly. Shut up.
Nobody was gonna say anything. We use basil and thyme the most of anything, but basil's our #1, and we use so much of it when we use it that you need to have a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Poke.
Yeah, give her a pokey. I'm gonna give a little friend.
Oh. So we are planting some radishes today, and radishes are awesome companion plants to plant. They're not even companions more than they just work really, really well in garden beds next to other things because they are, what?
I was wondering what.
Oh, a cat was walking through it.
In there digging and stuff.
Shit. They're like, I'm gonna poop in this. But radishes are really, really good to plant alongside of other things because they grow really, really fast and they go from seed to harvest in like, I don't know, what is it, like 30 days or something?
Yeah, really.
Really, really fast. So each seed, if you didn't know, is 1 radish. So we're gonna plant a ton of them. But I didn't think about that, you know?
Yeah, some things like aren't.
Well, some things are like a tomato plant will produce, 30, 40, 50 tomatoes or whatnot, but 1 seed is 1 radish. So
These are super easy to plant. You just basically just
sprinkle.
Toss them around and then
We'll just kind of cover them over, yeah. Really, really easy. They want to grow. They grow really, really fast. They're really awesome, and you can grow them right in the middle or next to everything, and they don't really seem to take up too much of the soil potential or anything.
Yeah, and they don't block out the light. That's the main important thing. So
Right.
by the time, these are already tall enough, like the radishes will only get like a little bit taller than these, but by the time the radishes are grown, hopefully these will be taller.
You want to get radishes kind of early on before it gets too hot, otherwise they'll bolt, which we did have some bolt last year, and that's actually some of the seeds we're going to be planting today because they bolted, and we were able to harvest out of 2 radish seeds probably realistically like 500 seeds or more. So if you do let your radish go to seed, wait until the pods dry out, and what you can do is you can either have it kind of dry out while it's in the ground, or you can pull them out and let them dry. And we have a whole video on that. I'll link it up at the top, but it shows us taking out the seed pods, and yeah, you can get hundreds just from a couple of different seeds.
These are some of the seeds that we collected last year. Like we have a ton in there. So like the more generations of like seed that you collect from your own garden, the more
They grow better
So
in your climate. They acclimate.
They're acclimated,
So basically,
that's the word.
we know that these did well here, but these ones, since they came from our plant, they're actually going to do better in our climate and environment because they are basically like bred in our environment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so
That's why buying from a local nursery is really good, because a lot of times if you buy from a nursery, the plants are starts or seedlings that started in your environment, and so they just tend to handle the weather better.
Yeah, but these weren't. These were like Home Depot, I think.
These are, no, we got these from Amazon, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a big pack from Amazon.
Yeah, and so, but these are all ours that we harvested last year. These right here, I don't know if you guys can see that little ball right there. That is a little ball that's in the soil when you buy them. See that one? And Zach accidentally squeezed one last year, and it shot liquid into his eye, and he was absolutely horrified, you guys. He came in, he was like, oh my god, I accidentally squeezed a snail egg, and the snail egg juice got into my eye. Zach, those are little balls of fertilizer.
Still, probably not recommended for the eyes.
Probably not, no. Hey guys, so the day this video is going up is the day I am filming this garden tour. It is the 24th of May. I don't know what day it is because it's the weirdest time of any of our lives. I'm gonna show you guys where the garden is at today. You guys are all caught up now on garden, from planting seeds, germinating. I didn't really show much under the grow lights at all. I should have definitely done updates to show how fast things go. Grow lights were amazing, worked great. We got the Black Magic brand from Home Depot, and they were the LED lights. They're about $99 a piece. We got 2 of them, and they worked great as grow lights for everything that we needed inside. So I'm gonna show you guys where everything is at today. So we still have 7 tomato starts that we haven't gotten into the ground yet. We started 18 tomatoes, and it was just frankly too many for the amount of space we have here at this current house. If we had been gardening at the next house, we could have done it, but we didn't want to be driving over there every day to water plants and have to harvest and everything because it's not super close. We've still got a couple more starts over here. Heaven help me if I know what each of these are. Most of these are peppers. Sorry if it's windy. The cilantro is looking good. Look at it. Looks amazing. We put some cucumber seeds in here, and the stray cats that we have are pooping and peeing right in here. And yeah, so I doubt these beautiful heirloom cucumbers are gonna grow because cats. Here are tomatoes. We put the cages in the center because we don't want to go buy a million cages. I just don't want to do that. If we were going to be doing this at the new place, we were going to do cattle panel trellises like Roots and Refuge recommends. But right now what we're going to do is essentially just use the cage in the middle to support both, one on each side, and we'll just kind of zip tie it and support it as needed. If it doesn't work, we'll get a couple more cages. Tomatoes are looking good. We've been coming out here all the time and pinching off suckers. I've got a sucker right here. I'm gonna do a little sucker pinch. You can let them grow, pinch them off when they're large, and then propagate them into a new tomato plant. We planted chili peppers in between here. We probably shouldn't have done that. I completely forgot, so did Zach, that when you plant chili peppers or something spicy next to tomatoes, at times they can cross-pollinate and can make your tomatoes really spicy. I've totally forgot about that, so I think we're gonna dig these out. We only got 2, one here and one here, and find a new place for those. We had to make do with what we had at this house as far as garden beds were concerned. We built this one. We definitely should have built a second, but God, this took us like 12 hours to make. It's so stupid. We're using a lot of growing bags. I'll talk to you guys about these in a second, but as you can see, all of these right here, all of these are the radishes. So they do really, really well, and once they go, and they are going to be ready to actually eat here soon. Lettuce is still looking pretty good, although we definitely had some snail damage. I have been eating off of this lettuce though. Like anytime I want lettuce for a sandwich or a salad or anything, I just come out here and off of each plant I pinch off a few leaves, and it's great. I love it. This is the Butter Crunch lettuce from Baker Creek, and it's been awesome. Other than a little bit of the pest damage, no big deal. We've been coming out here in the evenings and trying to get the snails and stuff off. I don't kill them or anything, of course, but they're snails, man. They're hungry. Catnip is not thriving at all. I am telling you right now, oh my god, dude, holy crap. Okay, yesterday this had a ton of leaves on it. A ton of leaves, you guys. So I can tell a cat was over here eating this. This is cauliflower, and it's looking really good, really healthy. Everything looks pretty decent. Of course, we have a little bit of pest damage down here. We do organic gardening. We do spray neem oil at times, but we don't do any pesticides or anything because we want to keep our garden organic. So you just have issues with pests, and it's just something you have to keep in mind. The cauliflowers are looking amazing, and yeah, thriving. Broccoli, doing well, looking really good. Super excited about these. We got one tiny little guy over here. It's crazy the difference. We planted everything at the exact same time. So, eggplant, this guy's doing really, really, really well. These are all radish. That is the other eggplant, and that is the other. So you can see they're very stunted. They're a couple weeks behind this guy though, so hopefully they'll come up. This is, I'm not exactly sure, okay? So we labeled a lot of it, but I didn't label all of it. Sorry if it's really windy, you guys. It's like just this light breeze out here that this camera loves to pick up wind noise. These are from last year. These are green onions that we just let go to seed. We want to harvest the seeds from these so that we can plant even more green onion. So yeah, we've got these going, and they're all flowery and seedy at the top. And I'm not exactly sure what this is. I think it's a bell pepper. I think that is also a bell pepper or habaneros. I'm not 100% sure. This right here was celery that we planted from the store, from the bottom of a celery, and strawberries volunteered themselves in there. We've got another tomato. We've got peppers. Everything's just looking really good. Oh, hi. I let this kitty out here. Yee, big fat mommy. We let her out with us when we're out here because they really enjoy being outside.
And she's so good. She's so good.
This is jalapeno. Jalapeno. We just put these in last week. Peppers, tomato, tomato, tomato. We have to put cages on these guys, but they don't need support just yet. Blueberries from last year. These are both blueberries, and they both are doing really well. We've got little blueberries coming in, which is really, really exciting. Last year we got a whole 2 blueberries. Strawberries that we left. These are ones we didn't move into the hanging baskets. Here are the hanging basket strawberries. This is so hard to film, but they're actually totally coming in, and they look really, really healthy. No pest damage or anything at all. You can see this guy. We've got a ton of little strawberries coming in. So that is the garden. It is exponentially larger than last year's garden. The garden's not perfect. We're not gonna be living here forever. We are moving over to the new house in a couple of months whenever we can. And then next year's garden we are gonna have is gonna be absolutely massive. So this year's our final hurrah at this house. You can see we're using a lot of growing bags. Got those from Amazon. They're felt growing bags. Most of the size we use anywhere from 10 to 15 gallon. You just fill them up with soil. They have drainage and they work great. They're also movable, so if we wanna move them to the new house and then put that stuff in the ground, we can. You can move them around the yard. And if you're a renter or somebody that has no ability to, you know, build these big garden beds or anything like that, those growing bags, while not the most beautiful thing, they just totally work. And that's what we're all about, is making things work. That's it for the video. I hope you guys like it. So sorry for the length of time we've been gone. It'll all make sense soon enough. We have so much to talk about. This video has taken me forever to edit because it was just so much footage, and I've just, frankly, anyway. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.